humans were just vulnerable creatures that don't really know what's going on. So people use religion as a way of kind of explaining what this is all about, and try to give meaning to their sorry ass existence. Now, the thing is, beyond that, it can also involve inflicting your kids on something or another, putting all these guilt complexes out there in those kind of cocooned communities, or within children in those communities. Pushing all these themes into them, like this is a sin and that is a sin and this is wrong and so on and so forth. But what are you creating in that child? What are you telling them? And you're gonna give them a complex. It could be any old random thing that you're telling them sinful, or telling them thing you based on, Joe Bloggs said that the Prophet said something or another. Then otherwise you just realize that sometimes religion for people is just about being stuck in, such and such time, or being, just so engulfed in whatever was going on in ancient Arabia in year 600 or somewhere else, and what's normal for them, and so much that everything that was normal for them, or whatever they even wore, according to time, climate, era, and so on and so forth, kind of travels also as a religious thing through the decades, through the centuries, sorry. Everything travels with it as something religious, but it isn't. It's just, going on in a particular time, world, and so on. You're pushing all that as a religious thing, let alone putting all this other stuff and themes into young children. And is that right? Just because it's what one believes, and that's you, it's not the child. The same way you can't inflict your political beliefs on a kid, you can't inflict your other beliefs or whatever, or your views on wealth or class or whatever else. So in the same way you wouldn't put that on a child, it doesn't make it okay to put your whatever's going on with you religiously onto a child, because that's not you, that's the child.